Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Civ 5, our Insanity Challenge. It's been a little while, I know. Part 4 popped up last week and Part 5 this week, but there was a break in between. My apologies. Either way, we continue on, as I promised at the end of Part 4, several turns in the future, having completed Brandenburg Gate. Hooray! Not only that, we also finished up Dynamite, which, oh, artillery. A beautiful, beautiful thing. Which means, well and truly, our siege can begin in earnest. But first, there is something relatively important that we have to do. I'm trying to decide which patch of coal I'm going to take. If it's going to be that patch of 7, or if it's the 7 here that I want to grab, if I want to go for this 7 up here. It's really all kind of up in the air at this very moment. Nevertheless, I have 2 generals, so my plan is to basically march them over, plop perhaps 1 here, and then 1 there, or something like that, and grab that. All depends on what other resources I can find scoured about. Anyway, what our plan is, because we can now produce artillery, we are going to basically... Oh, and by the way, the factory didn't actually come to fruition, which I don't know what happened. It was working, and it just kind of stopped, so... Weird, but whatever. What we are going to do, we are going to basically produce a couple of things, an armory first of all, and then perhaps a zoo, or maybe an arsenal, depends on the order. And we're going to start pumping artillery. Once we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of artillery, give or take, we're going to just start rolling out. And we are going to clean sweep this entire land. So, when we come back in a couple of seconds here for you guys, we will be along on our path. One moment. We return, and having completed astronomy, just so happens the timing worked out that we completed astronomy, we wrapped up our Oxford University and moved into the modern era. That means we can pick up a brand new ideology. What ideology are we going to get? Well, that's a heck of a good question. I'm thinking it's probably going to be order, but 1 second while I take a look. Actually, turns out we're going to go with freedom. Why? Well, because while autocracy is incredible for military units, I'm going to take up a supportive backstands role sort of thing. Rather than be on the forefront of the army and supporting it through bonuses that way, I'm just going to push out a heck of a lot more things in the other ways. So first, what we're going to do is we are going to boost our culture. Should give us a nice little boost. Next, we are going to pick up avant-garde, which gives us another little boost. And then once more, this one, I think we'll take New Deal and boost our +4 to each appropriate yield. Then we'll pick up Volunteer Army and their finest hour. So, New Deal. Yes, sir. Next up, we're going to hop into the city here. And we want to purchase a great engineer with our faith. Yes, please. That great engineer is going to be hopping onto that mine and giving it an incredible bonus. As you can see, the manufacturer here produces 9. Here, the Holy Site is producing 10. And 14, 14, 14, so we are in pretty good shape here. Unfortunately, the yield from our lovely citadels remains untouched, but we can't have it all. After that, let's see here. Electricity? Yes, because we need a police station, something fierce. Also, we're creating the Porcelain Tower, and then after that, I believe we will be building ourselves a public school. The trade... Oh, we have a spy who's not doing anything. I wonder how long... Oh, that would have been just now. Okay. Let's see, who's got the most potential here? Nobody, really. Venice has the biggest populace. Well, let's just hop him into Venice, I guess, and we'll see what's going on there. If anything is moving and a-shaking. In the meantime, as I was saying, let's see. We're going to build the porcelain tower. Then we're going to start pumping out units here in one turn. So next turn, the AI is going to declare war on us. That's when the peace treaty ends. And as you can see, they're all lined up on our border, or pseudo lined up on our border. So when I come back, we'll probably be at war. We'll probably be a few turns into the future. And what I will be doing over this next little bit is I will be... Attila, go away. I will be declaring an offensive, basically. I'm going to be moving my troops, mostly the Gatling guns, and I think I'm going to be holding on to my riflemen here, but I think the 4 Gatling guns are going to go on an all-out offensive, kill everything they can, and then from there, just kind of chill out, slow down, and once they're all dead, that'll give me a lot more capacity in terms of both money and in terms of space to actually build up a ton of artillery. I think we'll move with 5 artillery and a rifleman. Seems like a good number. And we can just roll out 3, 2, and then, or yeah, 3, 2, 1, a nice pyramid style, or maybe 4, 1, and 2. I'll figure it out. Here we are, several turns into the future. The enemies have just declared war on us, but hey, we now have 1, 2 pieces of artillery that are pumping out. I took a quick break from pumping out artillery to produce the Statue of Liberty. Nobody else has gone freedom. It looks like everybody else is going either order or autocracy, which is not to be unexpected. You know, it's the AI is always going to pick whatever you don't pick, mostly for the free tenants at first, but, you know, whatever. The big question at this point is whether I push radio to grab the Eiffel Tower and the NIA, or I'm not doing Louvre, or if I continue to push along archaeology to get to biology and ultimately refrigeration for the hotel. It's an interesting problem going with archaeology and biology, is it doesn't really provide anything. We have reached, I found out, the maximum number of great works that can be produced on this map. I guess just so many great people have been born that kind of just sort of petered out, and that's that now. I think I will go with the radio so that I can really crank up tourism, really crank up culture, and then just kind of sit back, relax, and enjoy. I've begun creating forts here and there. There will be a fort here. I have my fort sitting out there. You guys need to actually run away. I didn't realize they were in my citadel. But they have riflemen rolling up, so we're not super tactically advantaged anymore. It's actually a little bit. It's actually starting to even out a little bit. But, you know, actually, never mind. We're on Great War Infantry. I'm a liar. I didn't realize that we were on Great War Infantry. So our artillery will just sit here and bomb the ever-living fun out of anything and everything that moves. Our scouts are going to be playing jump in and out of range of being able to view Utrecht. Whatever. I'm not even going to pronounce that properly or try. So, when we come back, we should have the Statue of Liberty and several dead soldiers all over, scattering our grounds and providing fertilizer for our lovely jungles. As you can see, we're a couple of turns into the future here. And, wow, suddenly our army is pretty freaking big. I just picked up a policy last turn that free 6 of my units are totally free maintenance. It also gives you 6 foreign legion units, so that helped as they were pressing pretty hard, but they are retreating like crazy now. I've been dropping their units left, right, and center because they just seem to be completely unable to mount a solid attack consistently. As you can see, there was 6 or 7 of these elephants that charged in, and now they are charging the complete opposite way. So, who got leveled up here? More infantry, huh? Let's take Blitz. I like that. I like that in a man. Let us drop a little bit of firepower onto these guys. Yeah, you're dead. Go away. And you. Put the hurting on these riflemen. They're the strongest units that are right now a threat. Last but not least, kill the elephants right there. Foreign legionmen. Move up, get into position. They're not going to attack, just because I'm not going to hop across the river. That would be not the most efficient use of my... It's 15 plus 15. We get Defenders of the Faith bonus. Interesting. Whatever. So yeah, it's beginning to look a lot like we are getting almost fully prepared to march our troops fully and wholly out to war. 2 artillery, I'm just gonna sit here and let them level up, because, you know, why not? There's no threat of them taking any damage in the position they're in. I mean, we got foreign legions protecting, and then this way, and this guy's pretty much surrounded, so we're in a good position. The war rages on, but we don't care. We've discovered the radio. The radio, we are going to be in about 3 turns here. Moving on to the NIA, and then swinging back and grabbing Eiffel Tower. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful thing when it's done. It's a shame that we can't put more people into production and stuff like that. I believe one of our freedom spots coming up here, our freedom ideology tenants, gives us +1 production per specialist, which means we're going to be pouring people into the specialist area. In the meantime, what should we pick up next? Well, biology in a hospital might be pretty good, as would a hotel. So, I guess that's what we're going to do. We're going to go archaeology. We're so far ahead that realistically we could probably grab as many of the what the hell are they called? Antiquity sites as we wanted without any sort of backlash or issue or anything like that. Which, hey, that's awesome for us. Why not? In the meantime, more meat for the grinder up on here. The Germans and the Aztecs roll in, take a couple of shots, and roll right back out. That's the case with the elephants, Siamese elephants down here. Roll in, take a shot, and roll out. Our buddy Zurich is holding together quite nicely. He hasn't suffered any damage. However, we lost Kiev. Kiev actually, I don't know where it is on the map, and I can't seem to find it. But Kiev fell to the Shoshone, which I suppose, if I can find the Shoshone on the map, I believe they're right... Oops. I'll start misclicking now. Let's see. Madrid. Ah, here's Kyiv. Yeah, Kyiv fell, which is unfortunate, but, There is, yeah, there's not much we can do about Kyiv. It's too far away. We can't send our troops there yet. In the meantime, just keep bombing away at anybody and everybody who thinks they have any sort of chance at surviving. They got cannons rolling up, but what's the cannons gonna do? They can't shoot any of my guys because I've got this lovely forage or wall of jungle. So you need to take a shot. I don't know why, but because I say so. Other than that, it's just nothing. You just hang out for a second. You do the same. Actually, wake up. Wake up. I want everybody on alert so they get those fortification bonuses. But with that, I will come back in a couple of turns once we've picked up Statue of Liberty. And would you look at that, I'm a man of my word. It's the Statue of Liberty. And I was wrong. It's the Statue of Liberty that gives +1 production from specialists. Nevertheless, we get a free social policy, so let's hop on in and figure out what we're gonna grab here. Now, this is very nice, but I think we might have to deal with some of this stuff first, such as specialists only consuming half the amount of food. This is completely worthless. I'm not even going to bother with this. And this, I'm pretty sure, is worthless as well. This is +3 happiness, so not really great. But we might wind up grabbing it so that we can get into the second tenants, which are really nice. Let's see, though. What am I going to get? You know what? Let's grab a... Let's grab the specialist only consuming half the amount of food. That will allow me to really... that's exactly it. Is I can put a ton of specialists into this area here and not have to worry too much about my growth completely stopping. Put it on food focus. Well, let's see. Yeah, we'll default focus it and manual control here. Writers are worthless now, for the most part, because we've reached the maximum number, so let's go like this, and this. 100 and some turns. No, 24 turns. There we go. Yeah, that's not bad. Pretty good amount of production, pretty amount of good of gold, and all that sort of stuff. I'm sure I could optimize it more, but I'll do that off screen because nobody wants to see that. 2 turns to the NIA, so why not? And look at that. Ban porcelain, don't give a crap about. And enact world religion. Don't really give a crap about that. Let's throw a nays at that, because why not? You might notice, no trade with Babylon. I've been embargoed. Oops. And I also lost my seat as king, or the court, the conference holder, host. That's the word I'm looking for. Greece has way too many, so they all threw their votes at Attila. I don't know why Attila, but Attila. After I bomb the crap out of some more guys here, I think I shall call this a part, as I have pretty well done everything I set out to do. Retreat back a little bit, retreat back a little bit. Lay down some covering fire on that elephant. Just impressed that elephants can survive a bombing from artillery. But, whatever. I am no science expert person. Blow you away. I like how they're all lined up on their border. They're all piss terrified of taking a step into my actual territory, so whatever. What about these guys? What do you do? You can just hang out. Be on a alert. And you fortify until you're healed. You guys fortify until you're healed. You guys fortify until you're healed. And the other guys fortify until you're healed. And you guys go back on the alert. With that, I'm going to wrap this part up. We got a whole lot done here, but the war rages on. That's all that matters. Till next time, guys. Later.